Hey there, this is K4A Knowledge for All educational videos and tutorials. In this video today we are going to check out how big Unity projects really are, why is that important and is it important at all to you, and how to check it. In previous video I had to add projects from my disk because I have moved the folder with it, so Unity Hub can see them again and open them from the right location. And when I clicked on this add project from disk, I have seen my folder, Unity projects folder, and I have seen my projects all at one place, which is great, all as folders. And while I was hovering them, I got some information, some properties, and one of those was how big those are. So free food asset pack, which is I think a blank 3D project, is almost 2 gigabytes big, 1.87 gigabytes. My project, which is the project with Unity Essential Path tutorial in it, it has almost 2.5 gigabytes, or precise 2.47 gigabytes. And the test assets, which is the file or project, Unity project with couple of those assets which we have imported, like free food asset pack and Fall Guys 2D sprite pixel art, those are also around 2 gigabytes, 1.9 to be more precise. So blank project is 1.87 and this one is 1.9, so around 2 gigabytes per project. Is that what do you think? Is that too much for a blank project for a start? From my point of perspective, it is, especially if I'm working on 2D games, and especially if I create lots of prototypes, different game prototypes and projects, just because I learn better that way, or test or have fun. So for example, if I have 10 or 20 projects created from scratch, that would be like 20 to 50 gigabytes of my hard disk space just from start, without anything in those, no code, no 3D objects, no complex level design, nothing. So I just wanted to warn you about that, and how crazy stuff, how crazy those engines and stuff that you create in them are, in terms of size, scope, and so on, and how lots of those changed from previous times, where engines were all about optimization and how fast and optimized they are, to this state now, where you have Unity and Unreal even as a stronger and more powerful engine, which by default create a massive start project file with the gigabytes of hard disk space just to start from. And yeah, you can delete the things you don't need, which I will do. We can also learn that in one of the next videos. And also you should be careful when you create new projects, not to create them just because you can, but create only when you need them. And instead of creating lots of different projects which are similar, you can just create new scenes in Unity, which we will talk in some of the next videos. So file, new scene, for example, I can prototype with different game ideas in same project, just open new scenes, and create those things like that, but that won't work all the time for all of your ideas. And also Unity itself, here is the Unity official site, unity.com. It's made for you to create something, as you can see, complex, modern, polished, maybe not AAA like Unreal, but very close to it, or aiming for it. It's made for games big in scope, in graphics, sound, animations, code, and so on. So from the start they want to give you options to use everything they created, and that's one of the reasons why those files are so big. And as you can see, solutions, Unity solutions, you can use it for gaming, industries like construction, healthcare, automotive, cars and stuff like that, AR, VR, education, gaming, and so on. All of those different products they offer to you as Unity company, like not only engine but multiplayer services, live ops, assets, DevOps grows through marketing and ads and stuff like that, and publishing. That's all incorporated here on basic level when you create a basic file. So all of those products have been attached or opted for you to use here, although you don't see that or don't care that about that or don't need that at all. They built an ecosystem, and by default they created it that you have it when you create new files. So some of those, not all, but for all you have options to plug them in, to add them in, and all of that costs in terms of size, complexity, and so on. I will make a new video maybe in future about comparing some of new when you go to new project, core, like something like this. So no learning, no sample, just core files. When you create them, compare them to maybe Unreal, Godot, even GameMaker, for example, for 2D, because when I want to create 2D game, I am picking the engine and deciding Unity or GameMaker or Godot or whatever. One of those big things for me to decide is the file size. If I want, for example, to publish on web or on mobile and so on, those are very restricted to be as small as possible. So I will create maybe some kind of comparison table on a couple of those when you go with the core stuff. But I think for my one of those, for my test assets or something like that, one of those was really core, and as you saw, it was 2 gigabytes from the start. We have checked those file sizes here by add project from disk, just to open them faster. But the same thing, if you want to if you don't want to use that way, you can use it by just going to the file, the folder where you have installed the Unity projects and save them. So in my case it's GD, game development, Unity projects. In your case it will be something else. Just find where you have saved the Unity projects, then left click to select it, right click, pick properties, and you will see how big that file is. 1.92 gigabytes. .7, I think, 2.5, and so on. So just to be aware of how to find those manually without opening Unity hubs. For example, you don't have to open Unity hub, just browse to your file folder, left click select, right click properties, and that's it. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in next one, and bye for now.